sure exactly how it works, but I know you have to request an area, and however it's paid, it's paid.
Okay. And on the night you got shot, on February 13, 2013, it's your testimony that there were 4 of you.
Correct.
Okay. You testified that when you were in the car, you were in the back seat.
Rear passenger, yes.
Rear passenger. There was another guy to your left.
Correct.
Aaron was in the front passenger.
Correct.
And this JP guy was the driver, right?
Correct.
There weren't more individuals with you?
No, sir.
More individuals didn't go with you to Tootsie's?
Not that particular night, no, sir.
Okay. And when you go there, they give you a wristband, right?
Correct. They did that. That night I had a wristband, correct.
To get in that area, you have to, I guess it's like a special wristband that says next level?
Correct.
Because you're going to the next level.
I don't know if that's why, but...
You have to go upstairs to the next level, right?
Yes, to the second floor.
Okay. May I approach the witness?
You may.
I'm showing you. Can you move your chair, please? A receipt. Can you check, read to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury the date?
February 13th,
Okay. And the top of the document says what, sir?
Miami Square Garden 1, Incorporated.
It says Miami Gardens Square 1, right?
Correct.
Okay. And apparently it gives you the item.
Correct.
And what does it say?
Next level, $20. Next level, 20. It says next level, $20 5 times.
Okay. So there's a quantity of 5 different purchases to go to the next level. Is correct?
Correct.
Okay. May I have this marked as an exhibit?
No objection. Without objection, proceed.
Exhibit 306 is what we've been referring to. And you mentioned that Aaron was the one buying that night, right?
Yes.
Okay. And in this exhibit 306, you see Aaron's driver's license
Correct.
and his Visa card.
Correct.
And you see the purchase for the next level tickets to go to the VIP room?
Yes, I see 5 next level purchases of $20. Correct.
And it's your testimony that only 4 of you were partying that night, not 5.
Correct, it is.
Okay. And in fact, there were more guys there that evening with you, weren't there?
I don't believe that's correct.
More guys and more cars, right?
I don't believe that's correct.
But this receipt says 5, correct?
Correct.
Now, it's your testimony, sir, that after leaving Tootsie's, you left your phone
Correct.
and you got in the car with Aaron and 3 other individuals, right?
Correct.
Okay. And
Actually, Aaron and 2 other individuals.
Aaron and two other individuals, not 3.
Not 3, 2.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. 2 other individuals. Okay, so, and you said that you fell asleep.
At a point, yes.
Okay. And and that you have this ability that when a car stops, you wake up.
Yes, I do wake up when cars stop moving.
Okay. Cars rock you to sleep, and when they stop, you wake up.
I don't always go to sleep, but if I do fall asleep in the car, usually when I hit a destination and the car stops, I wake up.
Okay. Do you recall giving a civil deposition in this case?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and that was on January 13, 2016, right?
Correct.
Okay. And do you recall being asked this question, sir? You don't know, though, if the car might have made any other stops right before you were shot, right? And do you recall giving the answer? I can't definitely say no. Do you recall giving that answer?
I don't recall, but if that's what it says, then that's accurate.
Okay. How about this question? Okay, so you don't know if maybe Aaron left the car prior to you being shot, right? And do you recall giving the answer? Prior to me being shot? Question, yes. And you giving the answer, no. I can't say whether he did or didn't.
I don't recall saying that, but if that's what it says, then that's accurate.
Well, let's confirm it so there's no misunderstandings. Page 124, counsel, line 23. Can you read the highlighted portion on line 23 and confirm to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury that you in fact gave that answer?
It says, no, I can't say whether he did or didn't. That's the answer I gave.
Okay. So, in your civil deposition, where your purpose is to sue Aaron, you're trying to get money from him, you can't even say under oath whether he left the car prior to you being shot, correct?
Correct.
But today, you come before this jury after getting your deal and say Aaron Hernandez shot you.
Objection again, when you got the deal. Sustained as to the form of the question.
You testified under direct examination that Aaron Hernandez shot you.
Correct.
Let's talk a little bit about the shooting, sir. I'm going to show you a series of photographs so we can explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury a little bit better of the location where you were shot, okay?
Okay.
May I approach the witness?
You may.
Does this look like the alley where you believe you were shot?
Yes, that is the alley.
Okay. Is that a fair and accurate representation of that alley?
Yes.
Okay. Here's another photograph, kind of a little more close up. Is that the alley, sir?
It appears to be, yes.
Okay. And another photograph after that.
Yes, that appears to be the alley.
Okay. May I have these marked as an exhibit, Your Honor?
No objection. These being the three photographs just identified.
Yes.
All right, why don't we mark them 307 A, B, and C, all being different angles of the same thing.
So we can all have a perspective. I just want to go over the general directionality of things, okay?
That's fine.
Okay. This is a warehouse area, correct?
Yes.
There's nothing but warehouses around there.
I know it's an industrial area.
Okay. And when we refer to an alley, you're referring to down here, correct?
Yes, that's an alleyway.
Okay. And it's your testimony, it was your testimony under direct examination that this is a fence area here, correct?
Correct, that is a fence.
And that after being shot, you got up from this fence area. Well, you were shot inside the car, right?
Yes, but that view, I've never seen this view. There's another view.
Okay, we'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
I don't want to
because I just can't decipher which end, based on this view.
Okay, we'll go back and forth and you can point that out.
Okay.
So it's your testimony that you're in the car stops, you wake up, and Aaron shoots you, right?
Correct.
Okay, and he shoots you inside the car.
Correct.
Okay, and then Aaron and another guy push you out of the car, right?
Aaron assists another guy in pushing me out the car, correct.
Okay, and the gun used to shoot you was a semi-automatic, right?
Correct.
Okay, that you remember.
I know for a fact.
Okay, I'll use those words. You know for a fact.
I know for a fact.
All right. And then when you get pushed out of the car, you fall over here, correct?
I can't confirm that from this view. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier.
Okay. This is the other angle. I'm going to show you another photograph. Do you see right over here, like these tanks?
Yes.
White tanks?
Yes.
Okay. Show you a picture from another angle, outward. I guess this is the other view, the opposite view. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. You see the crime scene tape back here?
Yes.
Okay. Does that kind of give you a little more general of the direction, or should I show you some more photographs?
If that's where the alley is familiar to me, but I just never saw these angles, these pictures, so I can't really, from that angle, like I can't tell myself exactly where the vehicle was. And I remember there's a fence right next to me. There's a better picture somewhere.
A fence?
There's a better picture with a fence and a cap on the ground.
Okay. I'm going to approach you. May I approach the witness, Judge?
You may.
Showing you 3 photographs of the fence area. What appear to be close range and mid range shots. Photographs, I should say. Do you see that?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of the fence area where you were at?
Yes.
Okay. May I have these marked as an exhibit?
3 in number, counsel.
Yes.
Let's mark them as 308, A, B, and C.
That's the fence area, right?
Correct.
You see your hat down here,
Correct.
and you see some blood over here on the piping,
Yes.
okay? And some blood over here,
Yes.
okay? Now, you fell down to the ground here, right?
In that area. Yes.
Okay? And that's what I guess your blood spattered over to the other side of the fence there, right? If I can zoom in.
I see blood on the other side of the fence. Yes.
Right. That's your blood, right? Let me zoom in a little bit more. I'm showing you now 308.
Yes, that's my blood.
Okay. I'm going to show you exhibit 308B. That's your blood there on the other side of the fence?
Yes.
Okay. So whatever happened, you had enough impact for the blood to go on to the other side of the fence, right? When you hit the ground?
I'm not an expert. You're asking me to answer a question that I can't.
Well, you didn't wipe that out intentionally over there, right? You didn't do anything extra to get the blood on the other side of the fence, right?
No, I just recall grabbing that fence in that fence area to pull myself up.
Okay. Now, your contention May I approach the witness?
You may.
I'll show you a couple more photos. May I approach? Okay, I'm going to show you a couple more photographs. Does that appear to be an accurate, a fair and accurate representation of your hat in the fence area?
Yes.
Okay. And this second photograph I'm showing you, same thing, but a little bit more out.
Yes.
Okay. A third photo, but again, a little bit more out.
Yes.
And a fourth photo, a little bit more of a close-up.
Yes.
Okay. Now, sir, you told the police that you were shot in the car, right?
Correct.
And you told this jury that you were shot in the car, right?
Correct.
But yet, and you had your hat on while you got shot, right?
I don't remember if I had my hat on when I got shot.
But somehow your hat ended up outside in the fence area, right?
Apparently so, yes.
And that is in fact where you were actually shot, right?
No, I was shot inside the vehicle, like I informed you.
Okay. And the police never recovered that vehicle, right?
I wouldn't know, sir. If
Okay. They
recovered.
never advised you that they never recovered any vehicle.
No, I was never advised of that.
Okay. And you didn't, when they were pushing you out of the car, you didn't say to them at any time, "Hey, let me get my hat."
At the time, I just
Yeah.
recall my ears ringing. I didn't say anything,
Okay.
to the best of my
But
memory.
you didn't say, "Hey, let me get my hat. I need to get my hat."
No, I was shot in the head.
Okay. And your hat was on your head, or you don't know?
Again, I'm not sure if my hat was on my head.
Okay. What is this, sir?
That appears to be a shell casing.
Okay. Shell casing to a bullet, right?
Correct.
Okay. And the police recovered that bullet shell casing?
Are you telling me they did?
I'm asking you if you know.
I believe so. If there's an evidence marker there, I would say yes. I would guess that they did.
Okay.
Don't
And,
guess, do you know?
No, I don't know definitively that they recovered that.
and do you see that shell casing is outside in the grassy area and not inside a car?
Yes, I do.
And when a semi-automatic fires a gun, we went over your knowledge of guns yesterday. When a semi-automatic fires a gun, shell casing comes out of the gun, correct?
That is correct.
And in this case, it ended up outside in the grassy area near your hat, right?
Yes, I don't see my hat, but yes, I see the shell casing. If my hat's right by there, correct.
Okay. You wouldn't argue with that, though, right?
No, I wouldn't argue that if my hat's right by there, the shell casing's by my hat.
Okay. May I approach the witness, sir?
Well, before you do, Mr. Baez, you had the witness identify 4 photographs. You've shown 2 of them. Are any of them yet exhibits, or do you intend to offer them?
I do. I will.
Why don't we do it now, just to be complete?
Without objection and stipulation, I'll mark the next 5 photographs.
5, all of the same area?
Yes.
All right, let's receive them as 309 A through E.
Okay, I'm showing you Exhibit 309B, which is the shell casing. Do you see that that is marked, given the evidence marker number 1?
Yes.
Okay. And this is a far-out shot, which is Exhibit 309A. Do you see your hat there?
Yes, that appears
Next
to be
to
my
a
hat.
marker that says number 1.
Yes, that appears to be my hat.
Okay. So would you agree that evidence marker number 1 is next to your hat?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is an area, I want to kind of give you I want to go over the alleyway again. This is an area I'm going to show you 307A. Would you now agree, sir, that the area in question that we're talking about is this area right here near the fence?
Yes.
Okay? And when you say you walked down the alley after getting up, you got up here and you walked down this alley, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. You walked all the way to the end of the alley, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then you came back, right? You walked all the way back here.
I just recall walking to the end of the alley. I don't recall like doing it back and forth or something like that.
When you walked down this area, sir, did you hide your gun?
Yes.
No, you may answer that.
Sir, I didn't have a gun.
Okay. So there's no gun for you to hide over there, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Now, when you came back over here, due to joint stipulation, I'd like to mark another 5 photographs as exhibits.
Depicting the same thing at different ranges.
Yes, sir.
They're all depicting a blood stain or red wrap stain.
All right, let's mark them 310 A through E.
Okay, sir. So, after walking down this area, do you recall walking back?
I just recall walking to the end of the alley to get help of
I'm
some
going
sort.
to show you another photograph that might help you out. Do you see this bloodied area over here?
Yes.
Okay. There's no alleyway between that this area, this fence area, and here, correct?
Correct.
And the alley would be this way, right?
Correct.
So, is it fair to say, sir, that you walked down this alley, over there, and then walked back, and ultimately collapsed over here?
It's possible.
Okay? I'm going to show you another close-up shot. And I'm showing, for the record, Exhibit 310E. Is that blood, sir?
It appears to be.
You believe that's your blood? On the pavement?
I'm not sure, but I mean, it could be.
Okay.
I know I
Anybody
was-
else bleeding out there that day?
I wouldn't know, but I know I was bleeding a lot out there that day.
Okay, and that's your blood, right? I'll strike the blood. If you don't know, do you know?
I'm not sure if that's my blood, no.
Okay. Now, sir, after being shot in Florida, you did not cooperate with the police.
Correct. Correct.
And that's because you didn't know who shot you.
That is incorrect.
Okay. That's incorrect, right?
Right.
You knew who shot you,
Most certainly.
and you knew the details of who shot you and how.
Extensively.
Okay? And you refused to cooperate with the police, right?
Correct again.
You then began to, bless you, you then consulted with a lawyer,
Yes, at some point.
okay? And then you sent all those text messages that we went over, right?
At some point, yes.
Okay? And your intent was to get money from Aaron Hernandez,
At a point that became my intent, yes.
okay? I know we know you wanted to kill him too, right?
Yes.
Because you're a killer.
Objection.
Sustained.
Now, sir, after wanting to kill him and take his money, or sue him for money, you also sued CNN, right?
Objection.
I'll see you at sidebar. Objection is sustained, and you're to disregard the question.
Now, sir, you didn't cooperate with the police, right?
Correct.
And then later on, the Florida police, after you cut your deal, came and tried to speak with you again, right?
Objection.
That's sustained as to the form of the question.
Okay. October 8th, 2013, you had your proffer with Mr. Hagan.
Correct.
Okay. You got immunity on the 18th of October 2013.
Correct.
And then the Florida police came calling, right? They came to see you?
Not correct. Not after this, no.
Okay. They continued to see you in Massachusetts, right? They came up here?
Yes, but long before that proffer agreement and immunity, way before that.
Okay. And then subsequent to that, right?
Subsequent to me being shot in Florida?
No, subsequent to you having your deal, your immunity deal.
No, you got the time frames wrong, so it wouldn't be subsequently. Prior to me receiving immunity, they came.
And you refused to cooperate with them then.
That is correct.
And you had already sued Aaron Hernandez.
I believe so.
Okay? So you were already making it public that he shot you, right?
Yeah, it went public at some point.
Okay, lawsuit's a public record, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay? And the police knew that you were claiming Aaron was the shooter, right?
Correct.
Okay? But you still did not want to cooperate with the police, right?
I still didn't cooperate with the police.
Still to this day, you have not cooperated with the Florida police.
Correct.
Okay. And that's because you know that those who you were dealing drugs with in Florida will kill you
Objection.
if you were to testify or give any information about your drug dealings in Florida. Isn't that right, sir?
Sustained as to the form of the question.
And that's because of your fear of retaliation from those in Florida, right?
Objection.
No, you may answer that.
Absolutely not the case. I have no fear of retaliation.
You testified that the reason you didn't cooperate was because you don't snitch.
Because I didn't want to handle that matter with Mr. Hernandez that way.
And because you don't snitch. You recall Mr. Hagan asking you about your code?
No, refresh my memory, please.
Mr. Hagan asked you that that's not what you do because that's not your code, right?
I believe he, I don't recall him saying those exact words. I believe telling Mr. Hagan that's not how I wanted to go about dealing with the situation.
It's your contention, though, sir, that you don't snitch, right?
Objection. Asked and answered.
No, you may answer that question.
Yes, it's my contention that I do not believe in snitching.
And but what are you doing right now?
Objection.
Sustained.
All right. You talk about in all your text messages about not being a snitch and not being a rat, right?
Correct.
Okay? And you went through this whole thing with Mr. Hagan about snitching and ratting and all of that, right?
I went through the text. I believe you're correct.
Okay? And you would agree that snitching and ratting is dangerous business in the drug dealing trade, right?
Objection.
No, you may answer if you have a view on that.
I believe it can be.
It could be very dangerous if you're talking to the police. Other drug dealers may want to come and kill you, right?
It's possible.
Now, sir, you testified a moment ago to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury about knowing who shot you, right?
Correct.
And all of the details about who shot you and how, right?
Correct.
Okay. You recall giving we've testified about a lot of text messages and things like that from your phone that was extracted, right?
Correct.
Okay. And do you remember, I'm referring to Exhibit BBBB, sending this text. Now you're sure once I withdraw this lawsuit that I won't be held on perjury after I tell the court the truth about me not recalling anything about who shot me.
I'll see you inside, Mark.
Okay, sir. Do you recall turning over your phone to the police?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall signing this consent to seize and search?
Yes.
You remember Mr. Hagan during his direct questioned you about it? About how you were kind enough to waive your rights on this phone?
Yes.
Okay. And this is your signature?
Correct.
And this is the signature of your lawyer, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the name of your lawyer is Mr. Pickering, right?
Correct.
Okay. Robert Pickering?
Correct.
And you call him Pick?
Correct.
Okay. This text message is to what number, sir?
860-922-5297.
Sorry. And the name underneath it says?
Pick.
Pick. And that's how you refer to your lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. And you had a communication with your lawyer asking him for legal advice, right?
Correct.
And you know that when you speak to your lawyer, everything is confidential.
Correct.
Unless you waive it like you did here.
Correct.
Okay. You also deleted this message, did you not?
I don't know if I deleted it.
Okay. Do you recall deleting this message?
No, I don't recall deleting it. I wouldn't have. There's no reason to.
Okay. So it's your testimony that you would not have deleted this message that says, now you're sure, well, look, now you're sure once I withdraw this lawsuit, that won't be held on perjury after I tell the court the truth about me not recalling anything. You see the word anything in there, sir?
Correct.
About who shot me. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that text.
Okay. Judge, I believe I've established the text we can break now.
All right, we'll take our lunch and recess and resume at 2 p.m.